was my answer to everything.
How you guys doing? Bob with Chance, Chris the Drummer Bose, PreforeclosureDailyGrind.com. This week's pre-foreclosure tip of the week. This week, we're a little irritated here in our office. Dealing with Bank of America and Countrywide. They're absolute friggin' idiots. Idiots. And I'm going to read you this email here. It's been a challenging week here, so we got a little edge in this video here. But this is an email that Chris got from Caroline, one of the loss mitigators from Bank of America. In the email, it's just absolutely friggin' ridiculous. Okay, and I apologize for the language here, but as you can see, the frustration in my voice here. But it's coming from, again, Caroline. It says, all the documents are complete. I'll be sending this file to a new negotiator for the next phase of the process. As you guys know, there's 3 different phases within Bank of America in their loss mitigation department. He will be contacting you in the next 15 days. If you don't hear from him, please call, and I'll give you guys a number, so make sure you guys write this down, 866-880-1232 to check the status. That's the first part of the email. Second part of the email, one hint for your next negotiator, have your HUD ready and do not send it to me. Fax it to, write this down again, 888-491-4947. This is the way they would like to see it. But if you have any questions about it, you have to talk to your next negotiator. This file is no longer in my possession, so I won't be able to assist you anymore. Just remember, I'm giving you a tip. Freaking idiot. So your file will get processed faster than others. So they listed a bunch of items that they claim they will not pay. Now this is funny, and we'll talk about a couple of these. First one, they claim they won't pay document preparation fees, which is absolute crap. Second one is HOA dues, except in super lien states. Homeowner association dues. Go ahead.
This one we're actually going to get them approved because she mentions super lien states. This property is in Florida. Florida is a super lien state, so they will pay the HOA on this one.
In Connecticut, super lien also. And just so you guys know, that's a homeowner association. When you're dealing with condos, the state of Connecticut, condos are first. So if condo association is foreclosing on a property, they get paid off first. That's what that is in reference to. They're saying liens and judgments they will not pay. Okay, reconveyance fees, which is absolute crap, because when you buy a property, guess what? You got to pay conveyance taxes or tax stamps in your state and other states. Just a joke. Recording fees. Now that's a friggin' joke. Who the hell, okay, doesn't pay for recording fees? How are they going to be able to record the new deed to the new owner, right? It's stupid. And the other one, repairs, okay. Sub-escrow fees, whatever. Surveys.
All right, we'll give them that one.
UPS or FedEx charges. Now, how the hell do you think they're going to get their money back? Are they going to fly someone from wherever their office is to our office to pick up the check?
Makes sense, right?
Yeah, idiots. The other one is wire fees. All right, if they're going to get their money via wire, are they not going to pay a $10 to $20 wire fee? Of course they are. They're just friggin' idiots.
They probably got that change in at their desk. You know?
So so the bottom line is, how do you fix this, Chris? What do you do?
This is what I typically do, guys. Don't even waste your time. If the negotiator you're dealing with is just going to bitch and moan and whine about this stuff, just don't even waste your time. What I like to do is 2 things: bump up the property taxes, HOA, fees, those kinds of things, water, sewer, whatever's owed on that. I bump those up because what I'm doing there is I'm giving myself some extra room to play with later on.
So on the negotiating HUD, what Chris is saying is bump up the taxes or potential delinquent water, sewer. They will agree, they'll accept the offer, okay? And when it comes to closing, go ahead.
Right, so basically then I bump that stuff up. I give myself some room to play with, some extra, money there to play with, so that, they approve it based on the net that I have, and then with those taxes, I take off all the fees that they say they won't pay, just to make them happy, and then they approve it, as is, with the net that's on the HUD, with my negotiating HUD, and then once the file is ready to close and it goes over, it gets sent to the attorney or title company, depending on your state. At that point, I'll have them put all those fees back in there, adjust the property taxes, you know, for whatever the true amount is. And here's the thing, here's the catch, guys. This is why this always works. Well, first off, the reason that this does work, and at this point, every time Countrywide will approve all those fees back on there again. But
as of today's date, which
right.
is 7/29/09.
But
it
here's
could change tomorrow.
But here's the catch, guys, and here's why this is what you need to do. You know, i.e., bump up the property taxes, is because what usually happens, often, you know, in most cases, is that when we take the property taxes back to where they're supposed to be and add all these fees in, there's still oftentimes, you know, $500 or maybe $1,000 extra dollars that we can say, okay, here you go, Countrywide, above what you have on your approval. You know, we actually, it works out that we have an extra $500 for you, or $1,000, and so that usually also, in addition to, you know, the fact that they're still getting what they asked for, it makes them happy. They accept it, and
it's unfortunate, and I just want to tell you this. It's unfortunate that you have to do this. It's absolutely ridiculous. So if some government official's looking at this, this is the real facts on what goes down every single day with these idiots that you bailed out, okay? So I just want to let you know that some properties don't close because of this crap right here. So if you want to do the trickle-down effect, go to your loss mitigation department, whoever's running that department, and tell them they're idiots and to stop doing this crap so they could close deals and get the money flowing in the economy. So that, just to let you guys know, that's the crap you deal with on a daily basis. But this week's pre-foreclosure tip of the week. Let's get back to that.
Yeah. So basically, guys, two things: bump up the property taxes, HOA fees, if there are any, water, sewer, you know, balance. If there's a delinquent balance, bump that stuff up. Give yourself some room to play with. Take all this stuff off just to make your negotiator happy. And then when it goes to the attorney or the title company, you can adjust the taxes, bring them back down to where they're likely going to fall. And then put all these fees back in, and I mean, every time I've done it, we just closed a Countrywide Bank of America property a couple weeks ago. Not a problem.
So, and basically, when it gets to third phase negotiator, Chris is saying he puts all those fees back in there. So that's going to be on the actual closing HUD. But when you're dealing with a moron that's a first phase negotiator
or second
phase, don't worry about all that frivolous bull crap.
Just make them happy for the time being, and
all right, guys and gals, that's this week's pre-foreclosure tip of the week. To let everybody know, we have our monthly ManageMyShortSale.com call tonight, and it's going to be on our loan modification module that we have within our Manage My Short Sale site. Unbelievable site. If you guys want to check it out, you can take it for a 30-day free test ride. Again, ManageMyShortSale.com. Chris the Drummer Bowes, Bob LaChance from Pre-Foreclosure Daily Grind. We'll see you guys next week.
This is my answer to everything.